What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be ranking my Roja fragrances. I do have 3, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 Roja fragrances, and I'm going to be ranking them from worst to best. I don't really have them in order right now. I'm going to be putting them in order as I make this video. So let's get started. I do have a few fragrances to get through. So let's go ahead and get started with the one in last place. The one in last place is going to be Roja's Vetiver Pour Homme. Reason it's in last place is because I do have vetiver fragrances like Guerlain's Vetiver Parfum that is better than this fragrance. If I felt like wearing this DNA, I would just reach for Guerlain's Vetiver Parfum. Let's go ahead and get this sprayed again. I can't smell it right. Yeah, and like kind of, it's like a mix in between Guerlain's Vetiver Parfum and this fragrance that I have here aside, which is Creed Spice and Woods. And realistically, if I felt like wearing this kind of DNA, I would just wear either Guerlain's Vetiver Parfum or I would just go with Creed Spice and Woods. I would even go with Chanel's Sycamore if I wanted that, traditional masculine vetiver fragrance. So that's why it is going to be in last place. It is a nice fragrance, but it doesn't do, it's not better than others out there. That's why it's going to be at the number 7 or number 8 spot. And then let's see what else we got at the number. This is, well, yeah, I guess it's going to have to be down here. Even though it's a fragrance I do wear, but something has to be at the number 7 spot. It's going to be Elysium. So Elysium, really good fragrance. I'm not saying it's a bad fragrance. Something just has to go there. So it's going to have to be Elysium. I think everything else on here I prefer more than Elysium. Good fragrance. My wife loves this one a lot. The reason I got Elysium was because I had a clone fragrance of Elysium. I think it was Imperium that I had. It's actually a pretty good clone. But yeah, I got this one because my wife really loved Imperium. So I decided at some point I was going to get Elysium because I did get rid of the clone. And here we are with Roja's Elysium. So it's got to be at the number 7 spot just because something has to be there. I do enjoy wearing it from time to time. Sometimes even out of the shower, I'll just go ahead and put it on because I actually really do enjoy the fragrance. Let's see what else we got here. Well, this is going to be another shocker, I guess. The number 6 spot, it's going to be Roja's Isola Blue. So I do get why people say it smells like Terre d'Hermes. In my opinion, it does, but this is a better take on the DNA of that Terre d'Hermes DNA. So that's why it would be like obviously above Vetiver Pour Homme that does. It's similar to other things, but just not better than the other things. This one I have smelled Terre d'Hermes. I've owned maybe 2 of them, and I've gotten rid of them. But this one is actually pretty enjoyable for me. I actually do enjoy it. I actually wore it yesterday and got a compliment. So compliment factor is there. And that was my first time wearing it yesterday. Obviously I got it 2 days ago, wore it yesterday. And now I'm talking about it today. So yeah, Isola Blue pretty much does something similar to others. So if you really love Terre d'Hermes fragrances, I would say if you want something, well, if you really love Terre d'Hermes fragrances and you're looking for something more, I would say you should try this. If you were like me, that like I think Terre d'Hermes fragrances are okay, I would say maybe just try this out before you buy it. See what you think about it. Get it on skin, because you might also not think it's that special. I don't see how people rank it at the top of the house, like best of the house. For me, it's a good fragrance, but it's not the best of the house compared to everything else I have here. So again, that's just my opinion. I'm not saying it's a bad fragrance either. I do have it, and I don't think I'll be selling it either. So that's going to be at the number 6 spot. Let me go ahead and move a few things down. Then at the number 5 spot will have to be Amber Oud. It's actually my scent of the day today. I'm enjoying the wearing, but I prefer the other things that are in this list. It's that simple. Really good fragrance. Every time I talk about this fragrance, I talk about it. If you think about Argos, like it's Breath of Venus from Argos, that's pretty much a very sweet version of this fragrance. You dial back to sweetness a lot, you would get this fragrance. And I think this is better in my opinion, just because I am not really the biggest fan of sweetness or just overwhelmingly sweet fragrances like Breath of Venus is. So I wasn't expecting this fragrance to smell this way. I've never smelled this fragrance before besides when I got it. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I smelled it a few times in New York City while I was there, and that's why I got it. But before that, I didn't smell it. I've heard about it. I know a lot of people love this fragrance, but it's a fragrance I didn't get to smelling to smell until like last month. So really good fragrance. Will be at the number 5 spot again because I probably prefer the other stuff that's on here. Doesn't mean that this is a bad fragrance. Then we have, let's see. All right, this is gonna have to be at the number 4 spot, but it's a fragrance I'm really, really enjoying. Really sophisticated fragrance. Really, it broke my neck. This is a neck breaker. For me, it was a neck breaker. I have a lot of fragrances. I've tried a lot of fragrances, and this one made me turn back around to go and pick up, just remember what this fragrance was called. And this happened while I was in New York City last month. It's gonna be Goodman's at Bergdorf's. Goodman's by Roja. So this is a Bergdorf exclusive. I did get it from Aroma Trail, which did have it at a discount. And this fragrance is really nice. It's sparkly, aldehydic. It's a really nice fragrance. A little bit leathery. Think about it's gonna be like that old school kind of feel to the fragrance. Doesn't smell outdated, just smells pretty much modernized, and it's really nice. Smells like money. Like I said, this one broke my neck. I had to go back to the store to see what I sprayed on myself. My camera's about to overheat, so I'm gonna have to hurry up. But at the number 4 spot, number 4 spot, it's gonna be Goodman's by Roja. Then at the number 3 spot, to be fair, because I haven't worn it yet, but this could definitely be at the number 1 spot at some point. It's gonna be Oud Extraordinaire. This is a fragrance I was surprised. I wasn't even gonna try this fragrance out. She was just like, "Oh, you should try this fragrance," and then she sprayed it on the blotter and gave it to me, and I was like, "Oh, pretty nice." I did wear it the other day to bed, so not a full wearing, just wore it to bed, and I really enjoyed it. It's actually really nice. It does have a cotton candy thing to it, but it's a really nice fragrance. Don't think about the cotton candy. Don't think about the notes when you smell this fragrance. Just think about how it smells. It's a really nice fragrance. Unisex fragrance. I could see my wife wearing this one also. I do really enjoy this fragrance, and I can see this one taking the number 1 spot if I wear it a bit more often. At the number 2 spot, it's going to be Apex. Ooh. At the number 2 spot, it's going to be Apex Oh Intense. That would have been an expensive bottle breakage right there. Apex Oh Intense. This is another one I smelled. I was just curious when I was in New Jersey. It's fresh, spicy, green, very aromatic. A lot of synthetics, but smells really nice. So far, in my opinion, it is the best Apex. Again, that is just my opinion. That is going to be at the number 2 spot. And at the number 1 spot to end this video off is going to be Manhattan Eau de Parfum. Tobacco Vanilla. Done in a different way from Tobacco Vanille. Really nice fragrance. You can find this one for under $200 for the 3.4 ounce bottle. Definitely recommend trying out this fragrance. This one screams luxury. If people do smell it, I've had a lot of people smell this fragrance. Like I brought this bottle in for coworkers to smell it since they know I'm a fragrance guy, and they loved this fragrance. They said that this is the fragrance that this is a fragrance a rich guy would wear. So, and I think it's a fragrance that I really do like. It's my favorite Roja. It's been my favorite Roja for a while now. It's the fragrance that maybe actually start, respecting the brand a bit more, because it's actually really good. But let's go ahead and recap real quick before my camera overheats. Number 8 spot, Vetiver Pour Homme. Number 7, Elysium. Number 6, Isola Blue. Number 5 is going to be Amber Oud. Number 4 is Bergdorf's Goodman, or Goodman's at Bergdorf's Goodman, Roja, whatever. Number 3 is Oud Extraordinaire, but that's because I haven't given it a full wearing. Number 2 is going to be Apex Eau Intense, and at the number 1 spot will be Manhattan Eau de Parfum. Now, that's a very controversial